Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Life with Liz. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, that way you'll be notified every time your girl posts a new video. Good morning, guys. It is cold. Gabby just left. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning yet, and I'm headed to Walmart. It's the only chance I'm gonna have to be able to go to the store today, so I gotta take the opportunity. Stephanie's still here. She'll be leaving here in a minute, but Art will be here, so I gotta take advantage right now that they're both here. I've been in such a hurry this morning, I even forgot my glasses. So yesterday I cracked my phone on the little corner, so my alarm didn't go off this morning, and I woke up and looked over and I was like, oh my god. So I got up running. So yeah, and then my phone doesn't turn off. You know how after like a minute or so it's supposed to like it dims and then turns off, like the light on it, the screen on it. But yeah, mine's not doing that. And Art told me yesterday, he goes, well, we'll just have to, you know, put a claim in for your phone. After I just made fun of him because that's what I get, it's karma. He ran over his phone with the tractor, and oops, sorry. He ran over his phone with the tractor, and we just did a claim on his, and he just got his phone yesterday, and got leaves on me. And now he's like, oh, we'll just do a claim. And I was like, because we were thinking about upgrading, and they were saying all this all kinds of stuff, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Now I may have to do it because my phone is not working, of course. So anyway, I'm off to Walmart. It's freezing, and I'm gonna go pick up all the stuff I need for dinner tonight so I can come back and be here with Adrian. So I'll see you guys either there or when I get back. All right, guys, so I am in Walmart, looking like a whole bank robber, but I'm cold, I'm freezing. I'm gonna get a salad. The good thing about coming this early is that there's hardly anybody here, so that makes it really nice. I'm gonna grab a couple more things that I need. Go over here to the meat section. It's cold this morning. My fingers hurt. All right, let's see. All right, let me grab the stuff that I need, and then I'll be back. All right, so I got what I needed, and now headed home. Thank you, Jesus, that it was not busy here this morning. There's hardly any cars. There's hardly any cars here either, so thank goodness. So now back I go. See you guys back home. All right, guys, so I'm home, but excuse me. I'm waiting on Adrian to wake up. I've been checking on her. She slept through the night, which is really good. So I'm just waiting on her so that she can, so I can make her some breakfast. In the meantime, I did get myself a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese and some coffee. And it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat that and see what she wants to eat when she wakes up. So I'll be back. All right, guys, so Adrian finally woke up, and she did not want to eat. I took her temperature. She had a slight fever. She woke up way better today than she did yesterday. So I told her, I just gave her some medicine for the fever, and I told her that, you know, she needed to eat a little something. So I still have sopita from yesterday, so I told her, you know, how about I warm you up some of that sopita. And this morning when I went to Walmart yesterday, she said she wanted a snack and she was looking for Ruffles, and I didn't have any. So I told her right now, I said, you know, if you eat your sopita, I got you Ruffles, and then you can snack on some Ruffles. She was like, okay. So that's how I got her to eat, because she didn't want to eat. But she needs to eat a little something. It's time for her cough medicine. The cough medicine is pretty strong, so I want to make sure that she has something in her system before I give it to her. So her little sopita is already done, so I'm going to go ahead and take it to her. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm going to get started on part of dinner. I am going to make some rolls. So I'm going to be using these Texas size rolls. So they are frozen, and what I've done is I have my pan here that I'm going to be cooking them in. I've already sprayed it with the non-stick spray. So now I'm going to put rolls down in there frozen, and I'm going to cover them with plastic wrap, and I will leave them to rise for a little while. Maybe 3 hours. So we shall see. It said anywhere between 3 to 5 hours, but we shall see. And then once those once they're ready, I'll go ahead and stick them in the oven. I think with that, that's good. I'll do 2 more. Mr. Diabetes may want extra, so I'll do 3 more. That'll be good. All right, so I'm gonna spray my my plastic wrap with cooking spray, and then I'm gonna cover it, and I'm just gonna leave them alone for a while. And then once they rise, I will go ahead and get them going, and I'll show you guys what they look like once they rise. So I did spray the saran wrap, and I went ahead and covered this. I just don't want once the rolls rise, I don't want them to stick to the saran wrap. So that's why I went ahead and greased that up, sprayed that cooking spray on it. And so we'll let these go for a little while. Once they rise, into the oven they'll go. And I may make some more honey butter for these. It just depends on if they're gonna want some or not. But those are the rolls. We're gonna let these start rising, and we'll be back. All right guys, so I'm about to get started on dinner. So I do have chuck roast here. I'm gonna go ahead and make a pot roast. I've got some garlic, onion, some little baby red potatoes, and some carrots. Let me go ahead and get my seasonings, and then I can get started seasoning this. I am gonna sear it, so I'll show you how I do all of that. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, I have some garlic powder in my bowl here. I'm gonna mix garlic powder, salt, and black pepper. Go ahead and add my black pepper in here as well. You got my salt. I forgot my salt. Give me just a second. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and add our salt. All right, and then just gonna go ahead and mix that up. So I'm just gonna give this a quick mix here, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on I have my cast iron already going. I added a little bit of olive oil so that I can go ahead and sear the meat. So it's just a little bit of olive oil, it's not a lot. So let me go ahead and bring you back over here, and oh, here it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pat the meat dry. let me go ahead and make sure that all of the liquid is out of here, because I washed all of this off. So let me make sure all of the liquid is out. I'll be right back. All right. So I went ahead and made sure all the liquid was out, because, you know, water goes to the bottom. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pat this dry and make sure that all of the liquid is off. I want to make sure that these are completely dry. Okay, so now that we have this completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and start putting the salt, black pepper, and garlic mixture on this. And I'll press it in, but I'm just going to start off with just sprinkling it over. I want to make sure that I get all of the sides. Let me dry off my hands. I did wash them, so I have water, and I don't want it to get into the meat once I start pressing this. So we'll start with this, and then I'm just going to press it in, and I do want to get these sides as well. I'm going to flip it over and do the other side as well. And this will be going in the pressure cooker. Okay, let me press that in. All right, I'm gonna get the sides in there as well. Alright, so that looks about good. Let me go ahead and wash my hands, and I'll take you guys over to the stove so that we can sear this. So we are here with the roast. So I'm going to go ahead and place it down in there. And I'm gonna let it get brown on one side, and then I'm going to flip it to the other side, and then I'll do the sides. Alright, and while we're waiting for that to sear, I'm going to go ahead and cut up some onions. And then I'm going to cut these slices in half. All right, let me go ahead and check on that. I'll be right back. All right, so that still needs a minute. So in the meantime, I am going to get my garlic together. So what I'm going to do is peel some of this garlic. So I'm going to, after the steak is done, I will be sauteing this and deglaze the pan that it's in. So I'm going to do about 4 garlic cloves. Oops. So 4 garlic cloves. Let me go ahead and check on that. I'll go ahead and check on the meat. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and let the other side sear the same way. So you can see it's a really nice sear, so I want the same thing on the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to start getting everything put into the pressure cooker, the base of it. So I do have my chicken stock from yesterday. I had I put in the freezer, so I just defrosted it. I warmed it back up, so I'm gonna need about 2 cups of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. I'm not getting a full cup, so you are gonna see me add just a little more. So there's 2 cups of the broth. All right, and then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. It's just regular soy sauce. And then I'm going to add some bay leaves. 1, 2, I'm going to add 3 bay leaves. And then I'm going to take thyme, and I want just a little bit, not like that. I'm just going to crush it up and throw it in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with rosemary. And just crush it up and throw it in there. Alright. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. And then I'm going to wait for the meat. I'm going to go ahead and check it again, and then the meat is going to go in here with all of this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sear one side just really quickly, and then I'll do the other side, because as you can tell, this side has gotten a nice sear to it as well. Alright, so let me go ahead and sear that, and I'll be back. So now that we've taken the meat off, I'm going to go ahead and add onions in there and saute that for a little bit, just so they're a little tender. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me get them a little soft, and then I'll be back. Alright, so the onions are looking, oh snap. So it always happens, I always drop one. Alright, so the onions are looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic and saute that in there for just a second as well. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will be back. Alright, so this looks like it looks good. Right now would probably be the point that if you wanted to add mushrooms, you can add your mushrooms. I am not adding mushrooms but you could if you like mushrooms. I do, but the kids don't, so they're always ruining my good time. Just kidding. So, alright, so now that we've got this to where we want it, I'm going to add, if I can get it open, alright, so now that we've gotten it to where we want it, I'm going to add just a splash of balsamic vinegar. And red wine. And we're going to go ahead and deglaze the pan and get all those little bits on the bottom of the pan.
Lighting outside.
Was that what that was? Hey, how was work?
Good. How was your day?
Good.
It smells delicious outside, I can tell you that.
Does it?
You know what it smells like out there?
Huh?
It smells like Chinese egg rolls.
What?
I swear to you, out there it does.
What does it smell like in here?
In here it smells like I don't know, like good.
All right, Gabby.
Now that I'm right here, I can smell the wine and stuff. But
Yeah.
first coming in, it smelled like you're cooking beef or something.
I am. All right, guys. So once we have everything, all the little bits scraped off the bottom out. Once we have it deglazed, we're gonna go ahead and dump all of this into the pressure cooker. And I went ahead and did another little piece of meat, and then so I went ahead and put them in here. So now I'm going to add that other stuff on top of here. All right, so just everything just goes right here on top. All right, it's heavy. Let me get the last little bits that were left there. All right, so that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and get it into the base. So let me go ahead and do that. So now I have my lid closed up. I closed the vent on it, and now I'm gonna put it for 45 minutes. And go ahead and start it. So I'm gonna let that go, and I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff ready. All right, guys, so while the meat is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make some mashed potatoes. I do have I got a Caesar salad that I'm gonna make as well, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna warm up a can of corn for Gabby because she cannot have the Caesar salad. But I'll tell you guys, it's not a story time, but kind of like a story time, I guess. So at Gabby's Christmas party, one of the aides asked me like how severe Gabby's egg allergy is, and I told her, you know, it's extremely severe. Like, oh my goodness. And I just washed my hair today. Like, oh, I guess that's why it's fly away, huh? Well, anyway, so she asked how severe it was, and I told her, you know, it's very severe. And I explained to her that there was a time where Gabby has eaten eggs and had severe allergic reactions to the 2 times that she ate them. And the first time it was bad, the second time it was worse. And they told us that if she was to eat eggs again, it's going to be really bad. So Gabby got into my daughter had brought stuff over, and there was eggs and some of the stuff she had, and an egg broke, and Gabby had touched it, and then she touched her face. Well, she broke out in a rash on her face, and she had touched her eyes. The lids of her eyes looked like bullfrogs. They were so swollen. They looked like they were gonna pop, and right underneath the eye it was like so severely swollen. And you know, we had to we gave her Benadryl right away, and that helped. But even with that, just touching it, I mean, she completely swelled up. She started to be congested and was not just like severe runny nose, and just, you know, was super congested and couldn't breathe out of her nose. So that was just by touching eggs, and that was after the 2 times that she's already, you know, eaten them. When she was little, you know, really baby, we had eaten, I had made chorizo and eggs, and I threw them in the trash. I was cleaning up, turned my back, the trash can was open. She saw it, wanted it, grabbed a handful and ate it. And when I turned around, she was already eating it, and she started again with the congestion. Nose was running, but this time her throat was closing up. And right away, you know, her eyes get super drowsy and like she wants to pass out. And then it was ugly. Had to rush her by ambulance to the emergency room. But a little backstory so you guys will understand a little more about Miss Gabby. When Gabby was born, she was born with something called tracheomalacia. So it's an underdeveloped trachea. So usually our trachea it's hard, it's stiff. Hers was soft. So anytime that we would lay her down, instead of it, you know, being like a circle, it would collapse. So she couldn't breathe. So because of that, and she also had GERD, and she had like a little bit of the projectile GERD, so it would come out of her nose and out of her mouth, so she couldn't breathe. And you know, imagine that, and then an underdeveloped or a soft trachea. It was really hard for her. It was super hard for her. And so her way of being able to breathe, especially because of the GERD, was she would blow out through her nose. Everything she would just blow out through her nose. It was just because it would come out through her nose, she would just blow through her nose. And to this day, Gabby does not know how to blow with her mouth. Like to blow out a candle, she tries to blow through her nose because that was her survival mechanism, I guess, at the time. Gabby sounds very nasally because she talks through her nose. She doesn't have anything wrong. You know, we did take her to a ear, nose, and throat specialist. She doesn't have any deformities or abnormalities in her her throat, her you know, inside her nose, none of that. So it's just, I feel it's just because of how bad she had it when she was a baby, that she, you know, just would use her nose to survive, basically. You know, it was anytime she would get GERD, which it was, her GERD was bad, and she would use her nose to push it out, so she would blow through her nose. And so that's when she would get congested, and you know, after like ingesting the eggs, she would get congested. It was super hard for her to breathe because she is a nose breather and not so much a mouth breather. Even to this day, when Gabby gets a cold or her allergies kick in, it's super hard for her. So we're constantly like on top of making sure we, you know, we clean her up, we blow her nose, we're getting saline drops, whatever it is, to get her uncongested, because it's really hard for her to breathe. So you know, any little bit that progress that she makes, because even now we had tried to get her to blow, but she forgets. And I know that there was a time where she did blow out through her mouth, and we were, you know, we get so excited. And it was hard for her. She was able to do it, but it was almost like she only did it the one time, and it's really hard for her to comprehend to blow out through her mouth and not through her nose. So instead of she would get upset because we would, you know, would, come on baby, you can blow, and she wasn't able to do it. And so we kind of like stopped pushing her, and because we felt bad, you know, if she can't do it, she just can't do it, and it's okay, it's okay. So we stopped pushing her, and if she can blow, she can blow, and if not, we will help her. So, and speaking of the devil, Say hey. Say hey, everybody. It's me. That's for you. You need to step back a little bit from the camera. Yeah, that mommy opened up some corn for you. That's gonna go in with the roast, and the papitas are too. You want me to make you some mashed potatoes? Yeah. Yeah, let me see. Eight. So that is a story about Gabby and her many what, baby? Well, then hug me too. Who did? Gabby? Oh, because you were being a little eavesdropper over there around the corner? You were drinking the cup? And then what happened? You were really tired? Were you listening to my conversation? That's why you came over here being a little... You wanted some of that cheese, that tea? You were coming to... You were coming for the cheese? For the cheese, May? Oh, and a drink? Okay. Alright, let me get her something to drink. I'll be back. Miss Gabby wants to be fancy. She wants to be fancy. She saw this and she's like, that's mommy drink. And I was like, no, it's not mommy drink. It's sparkling cider. So she wants some. They love sparkling cider. So I'm going to give her some of that. Especially for the holidays. We always get it. And, you know, I use the champagne flutes for them. I know. Just so that they can feel, you know, it's a special occasion. That way they can feel like it's special too. So let me go ahead and get this open for her. Get her some ice. Because you fancy, huh, Miss Gabby? You fancy? So I do have Miss Gabby's corn. I'm going to make some mashed potatoes, but I am making it instant. But I'm going to use some evaporated milk, water, and butter. I'm going to go ahead and get those going, warming up. Oh, put you there. So just to doctor up the, you know, the potato so it's not so because you know they ain't homemade. Not today. But yeah, just gonna do that. Add salt and pepper to this, add the butter, and wait for it to warm up, and then I'll add the potato flakes. And I'm gonna wash the potatoes and carrots in the meantime, so that when the meat is done, I'll go ahead and add that in there. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so one other thing. I don't know if you guys remembered, but I was doing these rolls, so I'm gonna put these bad boys. They've already doubled, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these going in the oven. So that's what they look like now. We'll go ahead and get them going in the oven so they'll be ready for us to eat. I turned it off. Go. Tell me what you were saying. What did your dad do? Come over here. I can't hear you. Come over here. I can't hear you. Come over here. I can't hear you or see you. I know, but what were you saying right now? He left his daughter?
Yes, he left
his daughter Gabby? Can you hold the carrots right here for me, please? Can you hold the carrots? Right here? Just hold them right here. And then tell me, what was your dad doing?
Outside.
Outside, and he left his daughter?
Yeah.
Tell me what you were saying.
Yeah, he left his daughter.
He left his daughter. What a butter lover, huh?
I know. He's taking out. I don't know.
He just took off outside?
I know.
Ugh.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you can't go out there. It's cold. But what did you tell me right now? He just left his daughter, huh? Well, you gotta hold on to the carrots for me. I thought you were taking care of the carrots for me.
I want to chillax with you, Mom.
You want to chillax with me? Okay, but tell me what you were saying about your dad. Don't touch the stuff. Hold on. I told you just watch it. Just keep an eye on it for me, okay? There you go. Just hold it right there. Now tell me what you were saying about your dad. Huh? What were you saying about your daddy?
He's hot in the morning.
No, he's not watching a movie because he just went outside. And what did you say when he went outside?
Put the sun on.
No, that's not what you said. You said, Dad just went outside and he left his daughter.
And that is right here.
And Gabby's right here.
Wanted to put that on.
And you wanted to chillax with Dad. He just left?
Yeah.
What a butter lover.
Yeah, it doesn't help me now.
Is your dad a butter lover?
No.
No. He just left his daughter? That's all?
Yeah, he went on here.
Oh, what a booty boo. Is he a booty boo?
No.
Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get the salad. I'm going to sweat right now and make the salad. I got jokes today. So I did get a Caesar salad, so I'm going to go ahead and pour some of that in here because I know we're not going to get all of it. It's probably just going to be me and Art, or maybe Stephanie right now when she gets here. But the roast is almost done. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna let the steam out. I'm gonna vent it and then throw my veggies in here that I already have washed. So I'll throw those in there and then set it for 4 more minutes. Those will be done and then I'll go ahead and serve. My potatoes are basically done as well. I've left them on low, let the milk warm up just while I got all this other stuff together, but they should be done right now. Well, there's that. Let me show you how I do it. All right, so it is done, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my towel here and open up the vent and let the steam come out. That way I can go ahead and open it and add my veggies. So I'm going to let that go, let that steam come out, and hopefully it'll be done here in the next second or two. All right, so it looks like this is finished. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get it open. Yep. All right. So I'm just going to check the meat to make sure that it's done. And it looks like it is. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my potatoes in and then my carrots on top of that and close it back up, set it for 4 minutes, and it should be done. So I'll be back. Hey guys, so the rolls are done. They're not like, it said Texas rolls, right? They weren't lying. But you know, I gotta look out for everybody, so gotta try one out, make sure it's not poison. So cutting it open, and I still have some of that honey butter left, so put a little bit of that in there. Try this bad boy out. Let's see what it's about. Oh my gosh, so yummy. I'm gonna have to have Art try these. All right, Art, let me turn it towards you. Oh my gosh, try that. I said try it, you animal.
Oh, the butter's leaving.
Yeah, how is it though?
It's just better than Olive Garden.
These are Texas rolls.
Or whatever. Where do we go that tastes sweet like that?
Texas Roadhouse.
That's where it's those taste damn near, if not better. Hey.
You animal. Guys, so I did go ahead and serve Miss Gabby. She's grabbing her spoon, but you know, she has a little potato, the carrots, some of the pot roast corn because she can't have the salad, and her mashed potatoes. And she's not a big bread eater, so I'm not giving her a roll either. But how does it look, Miss Gabby? You happy? Just give it a second because it's probably super hot, okay? Yes, I'll give you something to drink. So I went ahead and served Art. He got his pot roast with potatoes, carrots, and his mashed potatoes with gravy, his salad, and roll.
With the suit and the flowers. When we go pay our respects. That's nice. That's not how it is on the street or in combat.
It's hot. Everything's delicious so far.
Jim Simone, he's a Cop Scout. He's been around forever.
Good.
He's been in
Really
a
good.
dozen shootings.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He was in
You
Vietnam.
gonna eat, Stephanie?
I mean, this guy's a legend.
And somebody is feeling better. Yeah. She's got a little pot roast, some carrots, mashed potatoes, a little salad, and a roll. How was it, baby?
Good.
Yeah? How do you feel?
Good.
You feel better today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look better today. Alright guys, so I served myself a hefty plate. Looks good. My salad, roll, my pot roast. I got a little potato and my mashed potatoes. Did you try the little potato? How is it?
Real good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up and let me go ahead and do a taste test for you guys. Alright, do a little taste test. It's just super hot.
With crude methods of police repression rather than compassion and creative programs.
Delicious.
One of the first African American mayors in the entire nation to call Stokes.
Dinner's definitely delicious.
Come together.
Alright, so we're gonna finish eating, guys, and we'll be back.
And one of the things that
Alright guys, so we finished eating. Stephanie and I cleaned up the kitchen, put the food away, and we sat down to watch Yellowstone, which we hadn't seen. It was a good episode tonight. But Adrian is doing a lot better. She had a slight fever this morning, and then no fever at all day. So the antibiotics are working finally. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you all for your prayers and well wishes for my granddaughter. She's doing a lot better. And then Art, his toe is good. His toe is good. He's walking fine. He's just a little sore, but thank goodness it was the toenail and not his toe. Yeah, and then we did get a bit of an update on my dad. They finally, got the results to his testing that he had done last week. So my dad will be having surgery on January 3rd. So he will be having surgery and have his aortic valve replaced. So yeah, he's a bit nervous, but whatever's going to help him to be healthy and be here with us, for a while longer. We're for it. We just want him healthy and happy. So I just gotta try to ease his mind a little bit, ease his nerves so that he's not so nervous. But yeah, so January 3rd is when he will have his surgery, and we'll leave it in God's hands. And Adrian will be here one more day with me, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm telling my daughter to just leave her the rest of the week to make sure she's completely good, because the bronchitis. But she did so good today. She did really good today. She ate better today. She was in a better mood today. She just was overall just did really well. So thankful that my daughter took her in and got her seen, got her medication, because she's on the mend, thank goodness. And hopefully we can get her well enough so that she can go see my parents, because my parents have been dying to see her and they can't. So yeah, that's the update on everybody except for me. I'm tired. I'm a tired lady right now. My feet hurt, but I think it's just the weather, and I've been waking up a little stiff, but because Adrian is sick, I will not be taking my injection. I do not want to get sick, so I won't be taking my injection. So hopefully I do not get sick. I don't want to get sick, so I won't take it until Thursday or Friday, if I even take it at all. Just the pain is not so bad that I can't tolerate it, so I'm good for now. And then I was just telling her, I know you guys see my blanket back here, but I was cold. I told him, I go, you know it's gonna be cold tonight because I'm cold. So I was wrapped up watching the show, and now I think he wants to watch Tulsa King. So he started getting into Tulsa King. So just waiting on him. He went outside to check on the dogs because it is gonna be super cold tonight. So we usually put some heating lamps out there for them when it's not that cold, but if it's gonna be really cold, we bring them inside. We have the laundry room. We put them in the laundry room, which is better than them being, you know, completely outside. So yeah, he went to go check on them, so he'll be back in here in just a bit, so we can watch this show. But that concludes today's video. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.